Hello everyone, welcome to this video on the new moon solar eclipse that is happening on July 12th, 10:47 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it is kicking off eclipse season. We have 3 eclipses that are going to be happening in a row, and this is starting it off. So I'm excited to dive in and share the details on how you can manifest with this energy, because this is powerful transformation that is happening. We are up leveling and we are doing a tremendous amount of healing, and not only is this a big thing because of the eclipse, and eclipses do signal change and transformation, but the other aspects that are happening in the cosmos at this time are just further contributing to this change. Hello everybody who's jumping on. Lori, Kiera, Marie, and Pamela, and Tess. Hi Melissa, how are you? Oh, sending love your way. Thank you for that. And Christina and Jessica. Oh, all my favorite people here, beautiful goddesses. Thank you for joining. So share this out if you're feeling called to do so, and also share below, what are you manifesting in this energy? Let me hold this energetic space for you. What are you working on creating in your life? And if you're jumping on today or you're watching the replay and you're new to me, my name is Kara Melendi. I'm an astrologer, passionate about helping you co-create magic with the universe. And when you learn to work with these cycles that we see occurring in astrology, you really can feel at one with the universe and have this sense of empowerment in your life. And there's so many reasons I love astrology and I'm passionate about it. Not only has it helped me gain a deeper understanding of myself and other people, it has helped tremendously in improving relationships, because it gives you a better understanding of the different energies that we're all here to work with and the different ways that we all show up in our life. And when you start to use it for like planning and goal setting, it's tremendous what can happen in your life. And there's always this ability to use these energies in their highest form of expression, and that's what I'm all about. I think astrology is meant to be empowering. It's meant to be uplifting, because that's what we're here to do, despite the challenges. And I always like to put that spin on things, even when we're in a time of major transformation. Jessica, I'm chilling with the balsamic right now. I can be ready to go with all the new moon goodness. Beautiful. Yeah, we're in the balsamic moon phase. That is so right. So this happens leading up to a new moon, right? And yeah, our physical energy can be low, but our psychic and intuitive abilities can be really high during this time. And this is amplified because we're preparing for the moon in Cancer. And that's the first thing I really want to look at today, because this is the sign that it's happening in. So this is the energy that we're seeing most strongly at this time. And Cancer energy is the mother of the zodiac. So it's that mother archetype. It is ruled by the moon. So we see a lot of these qualities of the divine feminine, which is all about creativity. It's about intuition. It's about nourishing yourself and others. And Cancer is also a cardinal sign. So even though it's in this like divine feminine energy, and if we think of the moon, it likes to, it's this energy of just needing time to recharge, and we think of it as more of like an introverted energy. But Cancer is also a cardinal energy, so it is very ambitious. It likes to take action. It likes to get things done. And it's the opposite of Capricorn, right? That's the axes we're working on. And I'm going to take a closer look at Capricorn too, because that's how astrology works, right? We're never looking at something in isolation. So the Capricorn energy is really powerful right now as well. So do we have any Cancerians here today, or Capricorns? Let me know. If we do, you're probably feeling this extra strongly. There can be, depending what's going on in your chart, you're likely feeling this anyway, because there's so many aspects that we're going to look at as well. Like, so many people are majorly feeling these changes. So just to get back to talking about this Cancer energy, so it is sensitive, it is intuitive, it is about receiving, and it's also about taking action though to get things done. But the way that this energy goes about manifesting, it isn't competitive. It isn't feeling like I need to push things into place and I need to make this happen. It's from a place of knowing your power and knowing that you have this ability to create whatever you desire in your life, and that things are unfolding as they're meant to. So it's not about being in a rush. And this comes into play with Capricorn too. This is more about ensuring a long-lasting success than feeling like I need to charge ahead and get it all done now. Although there are some things happening that are making us feel like, okay, now's the time. I'm feeling the momentum. It's time for me to step up. So we are feeling that as well. All right, so let me just check in on some of these other comments. Lori, thank you for tagging people. I appreciate that. Yes, if you're jumping on now, share this out. Let's get this information out there, because I know people are like, they're asking what's going on. Like, what's happening right now? There's been a big theme in relationships as well. People are seeing relationships change. I've seen that coming up a lot for people. And also, just feeling like it's really time for me to step up and fully step into my power. And part of that is the opposition that's happening with this new moon. So anytime there's a new moon, the sun and moon are conjunct. So right now, since we're in Cancer season, they're conjunct in the sign of Cancer, and that's the energy that's being pulled in. Now, it's also forming an opposition with Pluto in Capricorn. And this is major. And to use this aspect in its highest form, you have to release any part of you that is stuck in plain small, that is holding on to relationships or patterns in your life that you have expanded beyond and you have grown. You have to fully release that to use this aspect in its highest form, because when you do, you can fully transform your identity. You can feel like your goddess power. You can feel like a sense of empowerment like you never had before, because Pluto is this planet of transformation. It's the phoenix rising energy of death and rebirth, and being in the place of the shadow to emerge even stronger than before. So that's what we're working with in this new moon energy. So no wonder we're feeling it so strongly. Like, this is transformation that's happening. This is deep level healing. And with Cancer as well, it rules over house 4 of home life. And it's not only dynamics within your family, but it's like the foundation of your life. It's where your deep belief systems have developed. So a lot of us are continuing to do that healing for like generations, right? Like, it's not just when we heal ourselves, we heal past and future generations. I fully believe that. So doing healing work on yourself is powerful. Like, it's not just affecting you and your life, it's affecting your family, which Cancer is all about, family, but it's also affecting the collective, because it changes how you show up. So these are some of the energies. You can probably begin to get a picture of why we are feeling this so intensely, and we're feeling like, okay, it's time for me to create changes in my life. The Pluto energy, it's time for me to fully step up in my power, and it's time to transform and release what isn't working. And because it's a new moon, and especially because it's an eclipse, this is opening the doors for new beginnings, new fortunate beginnings, and you can really gain a lot of momentum now as well, despite all the planets retrograding. For anybody that follows astrology, you know we have like 6 planets in retrograde right now too. So it's a very interesting dynamic, because retrogrades are also like bringing things up from the past as well, especially with this Mars retrograde next to the South Node. This is where a lot of karmic themes are emerging as well. And yeah, so there's a lot happening. Let me check in here. Jessica's saying it's a beautiful, nurturing moon to be looking at what we really want in our lives. Agree, Jessica, well said. I have been encouraging my clients to really feel the things they want and move ahead with the things you really love. Oh, I love that. Jessica, I especially love how you talk about the feel and capitalize that, because Cancer energy is signified by I feel. So each of the signs of the zodiac, it's really cool. You'll actually like see this in their speech patterns as well. So anybody that has a lot of this Cancerian energy in their chart, they tend to say I feel a lot. I feel this, I feel that, because that is their way of navigating the world, is feeling. So right now we're encouraged to access the wisdom of our feelings, and without being a victim to them. Like, it's such a fine line, because our feelings change, right? They're always fluctuating throughout the day, and it's easy to, and you know, this is what I discovered even in my own life through like dealing with feelings of anxiety as well, is that when we feel a certain way, we can create a story around it. And that story can be really empowering and it can really serve us, or that story can really take us into a downward spiral. And our feelings and our thoughts, right, they're so interconnected in our vibration and then the actions that we choose to take. So you want to sink into the power of your feelings and really listen to what they're telling you. You don't want to put a wall up. You know, we've met people, I'm sure we've all met people throughout our life that have that wall up. And sometimes it's the people that feel things the most deeply that put that wall up, because it can be scary to feel. But this new moon in Cancer is that time to embrace your feelings. Don't run from them, but don't let them rule you, and don't create these stories around them, because feelings come and go. And the stories that you create in your life will really dictate the results that you're getting as well. So yes, Jessica, thank you for saying that word, because I really, yeah, that's a big thing when we're talking about Cancer, is sinking into the feelings. And when we're working with the divine feminine, the Cancer energy, we're working with the moon energy here. Feelings are key. And I think for so long, like even in our society, we've been taught to suppress our feelings as well, right? Like, don't be overly emotional. But now we're evolving beyond that. We're learning to work with the power of our emotions. So this is a key time. Hello, Carolyn. How are you? Kiera, I am the Phoenix rising. Oh, yes, I love that. That is the Pluto energy, right? The Phoenix rising. That's what we are being called right now to do, is to really transcend. And yeah, it's powerful. Hi, Natalie. I feel the same as Trisha. As a Sagittarius, I'm feeling lots of insane things last week. Yes, so much has arose, trusting as I let go. Holding that space for you, Natalie. Yeah. Some of us may feel this more than others, and that really depends what's happening in your birth chart. So the first place you really want to look is where that Cancer Capricorn axis is. If you know astrology, right, take a look and see what houses those are in, because that's going to signify where some of these changes are taking place. And I am also hosting an Eclipse Masterclass, so if you haven't signed up for that, you got to sign up for that. I'm going to pop the link in the comments now, but you can also send me a message to get in on that. And I'm going to be going over how it's affecting each of the zodiac signs. So this is a beautiful way to go deeper in working with this energy, connecting with this energy. I'm also going to be channeling a meditation from the Akashic Records to share with you. So let me pop that in. And then we're also going to be looking at, let me scroll down here. Okay, yeah, so if you click on that link, you should be able to register for that. It is $19 to join, and you get the video replay as well. So you're getting a ton of value. You're going to be well prepared to deal with these energies of the eclipse as part of the masterclass. So another thing I really want to look at is some of the other aspects that are happening along this new moon. So we have a beautiful grand trine forming. And in astrology, a grand trine signals fortune. It signals opportunity. And not everybody has this aspect in their birth chart. When I do a reading and I see a grand trine, like, this is awesome, because you know these are traits that just come naturally to somebody and that just flows really easily. So we have a grand earth trine happening, and this is really great with the water energy, because we are going to be feeling more sensitive. We are going to be feeling things more deeply. We're going to be getting more intuitive, creative downloads. So this grand earth trine is helping you ground those ideas that are coming in, and this is taking place between Venus, that is now in the sign of Virgo, so we got an earth sign, Uranus in Taurus, and Saturn in Capricorn. So these are the planets and the signs that are involved in this grand earth trine. And this really is about grounding and taking practical action. So when we're looking at the opposite sign of Cancer, we're looking at Capricorn. And where Cancer is the mother of the zodiac, Capricorn is the father of the zodiac. So it is the masculine energy. And in the sign of Cancer, ruling over house 4, this is where we develop our foundation of the belief systems that then dictate how we show up in the world. And Capricorn is how we show up in the world. It's how we present ourselves to the public. It's our big goals. It's our dreams. It's a very ambitious sign. Also a cardinal sign, right? The opposite signs always have that same quality as well, right? So with these signs, it's cardinal of taking action to get things done, building a solid foundation. And that's something to really keep in mind right now. This is not about fleeting success. And I know that's really not what we want in our life, right? We want something that lasts. And that requires having the foundation to build from. And if we look at Capricorn, it's the mountain goat slowly climbing its way to the top, and it's not going back down. It knows it's not going backwards. It knows in life for all of us, it's not possible to go backwards. Sometimes it feels like that, but it's just not possible. Our soul is always growing and expanding, and then it really is up to us whether we're keeping up with that expansion we've created, but we don't go backwards. And Capricorn energy knows that, and it embodies that, and it knows the only way to go is up. So this is a time in your life where you're starting to build that really solid foundation. So let me know if this is resonating. I do want to catch up with these comments. Tish, when is this trine happening? So this is happening at the same time of the new moon. Isn't that powerful, Tish? So the same day that we have the eclipse, this trine is going to be in effect. So it's going to be an exact trine. So that's powerful. So clearly feeding in, right, to this new moon theme that's emerging. Hi, Jamie. How are you? Monica we have an Aquarius here, feels the need to do some yoga. Yes. Get grounded. Get grounded, Monica. And grounding during this time, I actually did a post about this today in the Goddess Facebook group. If you're not there, you have to join as well. That's a free community, spiritual goddesses healing the world together. So I was talking about that today. Like during this time of change and with these eclipses, it can sometimes feel like it's hard for us to be grounded. We feel like there's so much change. Things are up in the air. So doing yoga is a beautiful way to really ground into your body. So yes, that sounds beautiful. I love yoga. Definitely. Okay, Rhonda, hi Kelly. Kelly's saying this is not only about empowerment, but also surrendering and letting go of control. Beautiful, well said, yeah. Yeah, that's one of the biggest lessons we can learn, right? Is surrender, letting go of control, and having trust. I always say control what you can, surrender the rest, and that's where our power is. My natal south node conjunct my sun in Aquarius, and so I have the return. Oh, I love that. It has been challenging, south node hitting my natal sun and Mars retrograde hitting my sun again. Oh, wow, powerful. Oh my goodness, yeah. Kelly, I hear you. It's a powerful time of transformation for me. In my birth chart, I also have Pluto is transiting my natal, it's conjunct my natal sun right now, the Pluto transit. So yeah, I'm hearing you on this. This is powerful for change. But yeah, that's a really good way to put that. It is about learning to trust, right, and surrender, and that really comes into play with the Cancer energy alone. It is about surrendering and trusting Mother Earth, allowing ourselves to be guided and knowing that we don't have to do it all on our own. There is so much support that surrounds us. Now, another thing that's happening, it may even be today, I think, is today the 10th? I'm like all over the place with days, but we have Jupiter going direct as well on the 10th, and Jupiter's been retrograding in Scorpio, so this has been a time of deep shadow work. Jupiter is this planet of expansion, it's good fortune, and in Scorpio, it's about digging really deep into the shadow, looking at what's been hidden and bringing it into the light. So again, that Phoenix rising energy, we are feeling that so strongly right now. So it's bringing that into the light. And now that Jupiter is going direct and happening right before the eclipse, it's so powerful how these changes are all coming together. This is now taking the deep inner work that you've been doing and making those changes in your life and seeing those blessings start to unfold. With Jupiter direct, you can also see really good fortune flowing to you externally as well. So I love this. And the karmic theme that's really emerging now as well, a lot of this, it can be different factors, but what I'm really feeling surrounding this, part of it is the Earth trine that's going to be taking place, the Earth grand trine at this time of the eclipse. That's a big part of it because Saturn deals with karma. So we're seeing karma emerging, but also with Mars retrograding conjunct the South Node. So in astrology, we talk about the nodes, the South Node and the North Node. And the North Node is where we are heading. So in your birth chart, this is where you are being guided. These are the skills that you're here to learn this lifetime. Whereas the South Node points to to past lifetimes, early lifetime experiences, the lessons you've already learned, the traits that can come natural to you. So with the South Node conjunct Mars, we're seeing this really emerge. And it's that chance to heal, right? Karma, I don't mean karma in a way that I did something wrong and now I have to pay for it. Not at all. It's, again, like I think I've quoted her before, the amazing Raquel Springs, who is an astrologer as well, talks about this as being the continuation of a storyline. And I love how she defines karma, the continuation of a storyline. So that's really what is emerging right now that we're dealing with. And for many of us, it is in the form of relationships. Christy, I always love hearing the wisdom on astrology. Thank you. You are so welcome. Thank you for being here and jumping on. Okay, let me see. Teresa, is it a full or new moon? Sorry, I've just joined. Hi, Teresa. Welcome. This is a new moon. The solar eclipses are the new moon. Yeah, this is a new moon. So this is also why it's new beginnings, fortunate new starts, super powerful. All right, Shelly, hello. Say hi if you're just jumping in. We got Maddie here as well. Definitely leave any questions that you have. Kelly, we are all going to be experiencing these differently, some empowering, some humbling, for sure. What if it's time to stop playing big and actually going within? Yeah. You know, Kelly, that's a good perspective too, right? It really is so dependent on our own personal journey and our own chart and how these lessons are going to be different and unique for each of us. So I so appreciate that perspective for sure. We're all on our own journey, and the Cancer energy is truly about trusting that as well, right? It's trusting that you have the answers within you, that you are so wise and intuitive, and to trust what's best for you and to then take that next step in your life. I always like to combine both. We have to do the energy work, but then we also have to follow it with action when it comes to manifesting. Hi, Raleen, how are you? Okay, let me see if there's anything else I want to mention around this. I'm just going to see, I've taken a few notes. So we talked about the karma, we talked about the trine. There's a loose water trine happening as well. It's not exactly like the earth trine, but I think it just points to this can be a sensitive time. This can be a time where we're feeling deeply. Use the power of those feelings to create change. Use the power of your intuition to guide you in moving forward. What's going to be right for you? The retrogrades, definitely a big part of this as well. Retrogrades bring up themes from the past, relationships from the past. And just keep in mind as well, sometimes during eclipses, we get worried that things are going to fall away. And change can be scary because we don't always know the outcome of that, right? So it's trusting that if things are falling away, it's creating space for the new to emerge. And that's one of my favorite mantras. As I release those things that no longer serve me, I create space for new beginnings. I create space for the new to come in. And if something's falling away in your life, trust that it served its purpose. Things do not fall away that are, meant, like they don't fall away if they still have a purpose in your life. So trust it's unfolding beautifully exactly as it's meant to. All right, let me see any final comments here. This is on the 12th, Shelly. This is July the 12th, 10:47 p.m. Eastern. So depending where you are in the world, this could actually fall on the 13th. Universal time, it is the 13th, but 12:47 p.m. Eastern. Kira saying trust has been a powerful tool to learn. Yes. Oh, I hear you on that. Trust is a big one, right? Just trusting. I think that's one of our biggest life lessons for so many of us. Anyway, thank you so much, everybody who joined today. Thank you for sharing this out. Thank you for the love. And come join me in the workshop. So you can send me a message if you want in on that masterclass where I'll be sharing how it's affecting the zodiac signs, giving you a meditation that will help you manifest with this cosmic energy. So definitely check out that link, or you can reach out in a personal message and I'll pop that to you. Be sure to set some time aside for yourself to really focus on what you're creating with this energy. Set some time to go within, set those intentions. The new moon is also that time to retreat a little bit, to go within, recharge your energy, and then following the new moon, you can really start to take action and see those things unfold. All right, so I am going to wrap this up, but thank you so much for hanging out, sending so much love and light to you all, and I will see you very soon. Bye.